Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Crusader Kings 2. We opened this episode with a little bit of intrigue, might be a good way to put it. We still have the specter over our heads of this 98% war score. I think I figured out what has caused us to be unable to win this war with Yorvik immediately, but I'll explain that a little bit later. First things first, I went down to our concubines here. If I go to my family side, I don't know if I'd necessarily call it concubines family, but I noticed that Esilt Fetch Artgal was actually the leader of a plot to kill King Northernlion the Pious. Now, this makes sense. I mean, I hate her, she hates me. I think she used to be like some kind of queen or something, and now she's been reduced to a concubine. I don't necessarily blame her. That being said, something's got to stop here. So I'm going to ask her to end the plot. She's going to say yes, but at the same time, I might rather just imprison her. So what are my odds of imprisoning her successfully? 64% chance. You know, for now, we'll just end her plot. And after she says yes, we'll set our concubine aside. So I think this means that she'll be thrown back in jail. I think concubine must not be pregnant. This is definitely true. Okay, so we will set her aside. And now she's just like alive, I guess. And her goal is to marry a ruler. This is a really bad idea because now I think I should actually try to imprison her. I know that sounds crazy. God damn it! Okay, she ran away, but that's all right. At least she's out of my court now. Even though she may still be the leader of the plot. No, she's not. She ended the plot. Okay, fantastic. So I do have enemies here. That's the important part to note about this. Now, what else is going on? There's another righteous imprisonment. Sure, let's try to imprison this guy. Fantastic. Beautiful. Now we can use him for our next great plot. Now, we also have we have to appoint a new chancellor. Unfortunately, we don't have really good chancellors here. I forget why this chancellor ended up abandoning. He probably died. That's what happens to most people. What we could do here is let's try something interesting. Let's search all for both sexes. They can not be imprisoned. Doesn't matter if they're married, I believe. And, yeah, sure, religion and culture is probably smart. So now we'll see who has the highest diplomacy. We've got Gandalf. I need to make Gandalf, I can't invite him to my court, unfortunately. I was hoping to make Gandalf the leader of my realm, essentially, the chancellor of my realm. But I'm just seeing, I'm trying to invite all of these people to court. And if we can get them, if we can get anybody to come to this court and accept this position, this would be awesome, because I really do not want to simply, in fact, why don't we just search our realm? I really just do not want to accidentally make like a really shitty person our leader. So what if I, here's what I'm thinking. I don't have too much experience with this, which is why I'm taking a little bit of time to look here. But as you can see, like, I don't have really good diplomacy with any of these people, and diplomacy is what determines making a good chancellor. So I would really love to invite these people into my realm. What if we make them unmarried? That probably makes them more likely to come. What about this 18-year-old? She's got 12 diplomacy. What about this dude? I don't understand why I could imprison him. I have a 100% chance of doing so, but I don't know if I could make him... I guess it's because these guys are already leaders. So I could, like, revoke their ability and then make them better later. Or revoke their title and then make them my spy master, but that seems like a bad idea. We'll try to make this seer at the very least. We'll invite her to our court. She says no. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I tried. I guess we'll just deal with the shitty chancellor. And we'll invite somebody else to the court later to deal with it. And it'll be this dude who I don't even like. But why don't we have him sow dissent between Denmark and Yorvik? Because that is our principal problem right now. Okay, last thing we're going to do here. Let's just keep creating titles. Because basically, this is going to allow me to not only get more prestige, but also create more armies, which is beautiful. We only have 2 more to create. The Duchy of Leinster, which should be easy. And you know what? Why don't we even go through and create this last one here, so that we're starting from basically like inbox 0, clean slate. Okay, so we lost a lot of money there, but at the same time we have created a number of extra units, which is fantastic. We can actually raise additional armies now, but not very many, so I don't know if that's a smart idea. Now, let's get back to the issue at hand. Why are we not succeeding in our quest to get Yorvik? Now, with ticking war score, they should very soon... yeah, they should surrender very soon, but they're not. And I think the reason for this, if I go to the actual war menu, is because they do have Denmark on their side. So what I'm thinking has to happen, and believe me, I wish this was not the case, but what I think has to happen is we're going to have to send our army over here to the side of Wessex. And, oh no, you know what it is? I totally missed this. And by the way, I'm recording this right after the last one, so I didn't see any comments if there were any. We need to take over this little territory right here. Oh, that's so much better than having to take over or like knock Denmark out of this war. I am amazingly relieved. It would be a good way to put it. Why don't we just grab our fleets here and start moving them over here. Hopefully it won't take them too much time to get over here, and then we'll be able to put our dudes on boats. Unfortunately, our spy master has died of something, which I did not take the time to look for, but that's okay. Please tell me we have someone with a good intrigue skill. You know what? That's a pretty good intrigue skill. And we'll have him study technology, maybe in Cornwall. Why not? We'll own that territory soon enough. Actually, their territory is being sieged right now by Orkno, which I'm not necessarily a big fan of, because that makes it more difficult for me in the future. We can't send 2,500 men over here, unfortunately. Can we send 1,800 men? Jesus, can we send 800 men? Why not? What's wrong with this? Maybe we have to get to this territory instead, the Strait of Dover. This doesn't seem right. Okay, one second. Let's send the 1,800 men over here. There's only 200 men occupying the territory right now. Remember, my naval warfare skills are absolute garbage. So we'll merge the fleet here. I really thought this would be able to... Oh, it can carry 1,800 when you merge the fleet. Fantastic. All right, and then we will just take our men and walk them into this territory. This is actually great because we're at war with these guys. So by winning this siege, we'll have the occupied territory for sure, and they won't be able to do shit. So basically, I think this is now the end of our war with Yorvik, which I am totally excited about because previously this has been a total pain in the ass. And you know what? In fact, we may be able to send more men over. This guy wants to be our marshal. We're not going to deal with that right now. I'm dealing with external and foreign policy right now. The internal state of my nation doesn't matter. Now, West Francia scares the shit out of me. They have like an 18,000 men force there. I do not want them to be my enemy, so we're going to just quickly... I mean, this is unrelated, but we're going to create a new unit just so we can send more men over. Yep, 1,400 seems to be, you know, basically what we can fit on this ship. Beautiful. So we'll just walk them over there and basically use that as a platform to send more men over here to continue our siege. By the way, people are mentioning, and this is maybe one of the best comments that I've gotten, don't disband your armies in foreign territory because you actually lose a lot of them under that condition, which makes sense. I guess I'm just like sending a decree from my castle, like, your army no longer exists, and then a lot of them are like, well, I'm not coming back now. I've got this sweet territory here. Anyway, we're merging our selected units. The siege should be over any second now, and we will basically own Yorvik. Wait, is this? My liege, I am pleased to report that your errant subject Sinfarch has converted to the Norse faith. Praise Odin. Thanks a lot, man. Why don't we send you to convert elsewhere now? Maybe in Diffid. If I look at my religious map, I got a lot of work to do. Ideally, I would like to create a lot of Norse throughout here. I mean, the good news is by taking over Yorvik, they're already Norse, so that's fantastic. But there's a lot of Catholicism here. It's slowly being converted to being Norse as a result of me having increased moral authority over there, I think. But I'm not very good with religion in this game, so... I'm just kind of letting nature take its course, and this is probably why we're getting a lot of revolts. That and maybe vassals not being super happy with me. So pretty soon, we are going to inherit a vast swath of territory, if I had to guess. Prince Dyer is impulsive and seems unable to tell right from wrong. What should I do with my wayward son? How about a pat on the head? Do I really want him to gain the trait arbitrary? What does that give us? Not good. It's the strap for him. Prince Dyer of Scotland loses the trait arbitrary. Fantastic. I definitely do not want him to become arbitrary, considering it only conveys penalties. Although, I don't know, maybe I don't want my son to be amazing because then he'll cause succession problems for us. But anyway, after this siege is over, I believe that will be the end of our Yorvik nightmare here. And it may also represent the end of Yorvik existing as its own standalone state. And it should also represent the end of a number of truces. Oh, are you effing serious? It should also represent the end of a number of truces, which will mean... my 5-year-old prisoner is complaining about her conditions in the prison cell. Sorry, you should have thought of that before you were a sinner in the eyes of the Norse faith. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. 100% war score. Go fuck yourself, Yorvik. Offer peace, enforce demands. We have a substantial amount of territory. We can create the Duchy of Northumberland. That's smart. Let's just do that right away. Get that crazy prestige up there. And our domain size, we're actually A-okay with our domain size right now, which surprises me. And we don't want to disable, or we don't want to disband our army here. We want to create new units, and we want to send like 1,000 at a time over on this boat to then go back into my land to take out this peasant revolt. So we'll just do that. So you come over here, go into Kent, and then when you're there, I'll have another 1,000 created here. So there's a lot. The micromanagement system when it comes to like unit creation and management is not necessarily the best that I've ever seen in any strategy game in my entire life. But thankfully, you only very rarely have to deal with it, which is the best praise that I can give it right now. You know what? We're going to send our 800 men like over here as well. This shouldn't be a problem. It should be easy for us to absolutely destroy these enemies. And now we can probably start marching these guys up here, and we'll merge them in. Can we? I would love to just be able to send all 1,500 men back at once. We can. Fantastic. So we'll send these 1,500 up to here as well, and we'll get ready to end this war, and then we'll start talking about what we do next, because I believe we'll be able to take over Wales and, you know, the southern part of England here. Truces are expiring. Fantastic. So I should be able to declare war on them again soon enough. Just gotta win this peasant war first, and I guess I'll have to disband my troops. They've been up for like 10 years. That's a long time. A lot of the people in the army we started with probably are no longer there. But anyway, merge these troops. Should be able to defeat this army in, or this peasant revolt in, you know, mere in-game months, which is fantastic. And our king, still kicking here. King of Scotland, King of Ireland, age 58. The more titles that I can get him, the better. Colban was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. Cool. That is fine by me. They still have 1,000 men, but I don't see this representing a major problem for me. We're also getting a kind of a staggering amount of money in on a regular basis, which is beautiful because it means that I can continue creating these titles. And also, every time you siege a holding, you get money as well. Every time you successfully siege it. Anyway, the Tengri Reformation. The ancient Tengri religion is proving unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross and the moon. Rather than abandoning the old ways, King Arpad I of Hungary and the most powerful priests have decided to reform the Tengri faith with codified rites of Holy Scripture and a strict church hierarchy under a single leader. They hope the reformed Tengri faith is better armed to fight back against the weak and effeminate foreign beliefs. Interesting. This is the first time I've made it this far, I think, in an Old Gods game. Let's go take a look at the religion over here. Do we have Tengri over, like, in the card? Yeah, we do. Okay, so there's Old Tengri, and Norse, actually. What is the Norse doing there? What the heck's... Oh, is that Russian? Weird. Hungary is blobbing out like crazy. I've heard this as a major criticism of the Old Gods, is that the Magyars and the Hungarians have a little bit too much power. Seriously, that is a wide swath of Hungarian land there. Scotland is still my favorite, of course, though. So we should be able to finish this fight real quick. That's 100% war score. Beautiful. Okay, so we can take a brief moment after winning this to kind of... What's our claim? We can claim the petty kingdom of Yorvik. I mean, is there even any... what is available of Yorvik still? Yorvik is, like, dead, right? Well, that's not really Yorvik, is it? I mean, I own Yorvik. What is the other claim? Orkno, I guess. We can't declare war because she's, like, rebelling against her liege right now, which is the petty kingdom of Yorvik. Anyway, I own Yorvik, so I don't understand what the problem is here. I could turn this all into Ireland at a moment's notice as well if I wanted to, by the way. So first off, disband the fleets. They're just costing me money. We have a ton of troops now. If we wanted to be prudent, we might want to take, like, a year or so and just be like, you know what? Let's play it cool, get our, like, levies raised again, but I want to take territory as fast as possible. Is my truce with this guy up yet? Let's see. No. Or, sorry, yeah, it is. So we don't have a truce with this guy anymore. So I'll definitely declare war on him. That seems like a no-brainer. So we'll send that. That didn't cost us any prestige. How about down here? We'll definitely declare war on this dude as well. We want to conquer Glamorgan, just to, again, keep contiguous borders. And I kind of want to conquer this dude as well. Who's she at war with right now? She's not independent. Who's her liege? Who's he at war with right now? I can't even tell. I want to offer him vassalization, but he might take offense to that. You know what? We're not going to declare war on him just yet, because he's already got problems, and I don't want to deal with trying to inhabit territory at the same time as those guys. So there's, you know, our successful levies raised. We won't have many levies in our Yorvik territories yet, which is totally logical. I'm just trying to think about how I want to do this. Let's start by just sending all men down into this region down here. How many men can Devon raise? Enough to destroy this. So the army of Anders, I kind of just want to disband you. Like, you're going to get killed regardless. I wonder if I'll lose this leader, though. I don't think so. Whatever, let's just do it. No retinues, no special event troops will be disbanded. All levies will return home. Yeah, okay, that's a smart idea. We were going to lose them anyway, so it's better to just do it this way. Okay, I implore you to send me to another province. The nitwits of Sudrayar have already cost me, I guess it's Suthrayar, have already cost me an arm. I don't want to lose any more limbs just because they don't know how the buck from the, they don't know the buck from the front of an arrow. My apologies there. So he is apparently maimed. That was my marshal, I believe. So yeah, sure, let's send him to study somewhere else, because obviously he's not doing so well. Did I just put him back in exactly the same area? No, I put him in Galloway. Okay. Alright, so now we're successfully ready to go to war here. If you complain about, oh, you know what? There's space in my life for another concubine right now. I should go into my intrigue menu here. And is that... She's the former chiefess of Yorvik. We can just take concubine. Fantastic. We'll gain 50 prestige, apparently. Awesome. That is strange and terrible. But that's cool. She kind of looks like Joanna Newsom. Maybe we will have beautiful Lisa Simpson-sounding children. Where do I want these children to, or where do I want these armies to go? Okay, they're going to the right area. This is fine by me. The 1,600 people down here in the upper part of Scotland are going to be taking an annoyingly long time to get there. I guess we'll fight these wars one at a time for now. That guy just got some extra technology points for me, which is beautiful. And we're going to have a real battle here. There's 3,000 men to their 1,600. We should not be able to lose this. Where are they going? They're going to Powys, which I always forget where that is. It is here. Okay. I'm at war with these guys too? Alright, well, we'll make it happen, I guess. The cook complained to me about my son Dyer's temper tantrums. Apparently he punched her son in the face again. Do we want him to be wroth? Do we want him to possibly be patient? What does patient contain? We get... Oh, the patience is actually awesome. There's a 30% chance that he gets it. What about this one? There's a 50% chance of patient, 40% chance of wroth. Honestly, wroth is not that bad. It gives us great martial ability. Let's encourage him to be more patient. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so our son is being groomed pretty nicely here. And I would say that this war is basically unlosable unless my king dies. Where are you going now? Gwynedd? Oh, I can go to Gwynedd, motherfuckers. We're just auto-saving because it is 902 here. 1-0. Our king's getting up there in age, but he's still feeling pretty spry. Odor is no longer spy master, so he has probably died. We're going to educate Prince Bercy. With a... Oh, not a landed title. Sorry, we're just going to make sure that we are the educator here. If we... Oh, maybe we already have too much on our plate because I appear to not be able to educate him myself. That's okay. Well, I don't want our son to be very good, so we're going to educate him with one of our concubines. And open council positions. We need a new spy master. We really don't have anybody with that much intrigue, but sure. He's leading troops right now, so he can't be assigned a job. That's okay. Please tell me we catch these guys. Yes, okay. Now we just try to ruin their lives. Another truce is expiring up here with the King of Yorvik, but Yorvik doesn't own any territory anymore. Unless they still own this technically down here, which would be... Oh, I guess I only took their English territories. They still own territory down here. Anyway, we're going to send these 1,600 men down to deal with this other threat down here. Obviously, we're 24% up on this battle, which probably represents like the total decimation of their army, as you can see here. Now we're at 43%, and we haven't even taken any holdings yet, so I'm fairly okay with that. There is basically no escape for these guys, as you can see. All of my troops are basically taking them down. We're 51%, and we haven't even started the sieging yet. So again, we'll just send our 1,500 men down here. There's a chance they could lose this battle. Oh, my son died of pneumonia. That's kind of shitty, I guess. But actually, the less sons I have, the better, so don't tell my wife or my concubine, but I'm actually kind of pleased with that. I can't remember if that was a legitimate child or a child of a concubine. But, you know, as a Norse, children of concubines are, sure, I'll let him out of the prison. Children of concubines are automatically legitimized, whereas if you play as, like, a Catholic person, or a Catholic leader, I guess I should say, to show the utmost respect, the bastardization is a real issue, because, you know, do you want to legitimize your bastard son, or do you want him to be basically known as a bastard, which will drastically impact his social standing, keeping in mind, of course, that you might end up playing as him a little bit later on in his life. So we should be able to form, I'm guessing that by the end of this episode, Ragnvalder let everyone know about my plot to kill King. Oh, right, I was going to kill the King of Yorvik. I forgot about that. During a drunken stupor at the local tavern, I never should have included that drunken blabbermouth in a plot this delicate. This guy is the King of Yorvik, the guy who I was trying to kill, and the man whose land I just stole, now has a lower opinion of me, as if that was even possible. I'll show up more intrigue in the future, but for now... it's going all right, I guess would be the way to put it. I don't necessarily need to resort to backdoor dealings, which sounds gross, and also maybe the name of a porno, but I don't need to resort to doing things clandestine, in a clandestine fashion, I should say, when I can just kind of, you know, blow the doors up myself and take them out very easily. So we're, again, just sieging an F-ton of territory here, and these guys can't really do a whole heck of a lot to stop me. So, yeah, I'm not sure if we'll be able to form the Kingdom of England. I believe you need to hold 80% of the territories that form the Kingdom of England, which is, you know, probably the counties in modern-day England. So I probably won't be able to form that in this episode, but Wales I might be able to, because, you know, there was another truce that just ended. But, you know, let's take it one war at a time here. That's good advice. We are now at... I don't know what this Frank dude of Gwynedd is doing, but that's okay. We're at 61% war score in our Welsh war. There's another holding to siege there. And notice we are gaining a lot of money here. I'm hoping that we can create more titles soon. That was a really good piece of advice that you guys gave me to start creating those titles so that I could actually get more armies and or more levies, I guess, to be 100% accurate. Please tell me that you are going to accept my demands. Yes. Okay, beautiful. So let's see what happens here. He's King Hewell the Mad, but not mad enough. Oh, we can create something interesting here. We can usurp a title. All right, let's pause it for a second because we've got our domain size is too high. Let's see what we gained. 2 titles can be usurped, the Petty Kingdom of Gwynedd and the Petty Kingdom of Deheubarth. Why don't we usurp the Petty Kingdom of Gwynedd? Because it doesn't cost very much money. Sure. Fantastic. We gained some prestige there for very limited amounts of money. This also gives us some de jure ducal claims. And why don't we also... What's the other one? Do we have enough... we don't have as much money as I would like, but I feel okay with this. I'd like to save money just in case we get invaded, so I can hire mercenaries. But as is right now, totally fine. We'll have to lower our levies if we want to invade somebody else. So I might as well send my existing troops down here for now just to deal with the final push in Cornwall here, which should be easy. After we take this holding, it should go up to like 80%. 67, pretty close. So I'm just trying to think about where we want to go next. I think this is like an independent kingdom. I don't think this is part of Mercia. Oh, we got a peace offer. Let's see. We gain the county. That's all I really wanted. And moral authority, prestige, and piety. Fantastic. All right, this is the most prestige I've ever had by like several orders of magnitude. What can we create now? The Duchy of Cornwall. I'll do it. It's a gold issue. I should not be doing it in all likelihood, but I can't resist getting the 6,000 prestige and, you know, having those armies, or that bonus in armies, I should say. So let's lower everything here. We really need to take some time to get our troops, you know, restocked, basically, because a lot of them have died. And I really want to wipe out Sweden from this map, because otherwise all of this blue would represent me, but we can't do that for now. All right, what do we have to do? We have 13, unfortunately, 13 holdings in our domain when we can only have 8. So I think it's time we go back to our vassals, and we want to check out that dude who who is he? He was the mayor, it was the chief of Gwynedd. Yes, do you have a child yet? You have a daughter. I'm not happy about that. Can I execute her? No valid plots. Okay. I think that means I'm going to invite another noble to the court, because I got to manage my vassals. So we'll go back here and see who's in our court. It is Valdemar. Please don't be ambitious. Lustful. I don't like that. Shy, craven, paranoid. I like that. Indulgent, wastrel. Congratulations. You are about to get some titles because I don't think that you are that strong. So you're going to get the County of Devon, and we'll include the lower titles there. And I will also grant you the County of Glamorgan, which I just took. And the lower titles there as well. And good. Oh, we could have actually kept one of those holdings for ourselves. So that's unfortunate. All right. 2-week claims can be pressed. Petty King of Yorvik or the county of... Oh, we can't take the county here, but I just wanted to see what's going on here. Because this territory is like a thorn in my side. Please. Oh, he's at war right now. Who's he fighting? He's fighting Yorvik. Okay, well... he has the same color as... what is this, Mercia? He has the same color as Mercia here, which is annoying as hell. But I don't believe that he's actually a liege, so... shit, man, I think we should basically just declare war on this guy and go to town. Oh, you know what? If he goes to peace with Yorvik, I think Yorvik will actually get this territory back. Interesting. I'm going to try to claim it regardless. And we can't really hire mercenaries for this. I know I said I was going to wait until my units kind of replenished a little bit before I got into battle again. This is a rare exception. What I'm going to do is only use the units actually covered by my own holdings, and instead I'll let my vassals replenish. So I'm going to merge these troops, and we'll come down here. Oh, good. My concubine is pregnant. That's something I thought I would never say. My little son, Prince Sigurthor, always has his nose in the scriptures and spends all day among his peers, or spends all his time among the priests. Sorry, that was totally wrong. Do we want to have zealous or not zealous? Let me think about this. Zealous gives +1 monthly piety and +2 martial. That seems fantastic. Yeah, you take that ability. That is A-okay with me. Am I not? Oh, I'm not at war with these guys anymore. They must have gone to peace with Yorvik. Okay, well, we've got some interesting kind of situations on our hands here. Does Yorvik still own this territory? Yes. But I do not want Yorvik to own this territory. I thought I wiped them off of the face of the earth. So we can declare war on him to claim Yorvik. But who are we claiming it for? Claiming it for our vassal? Claiming it for... I don't even know who this guy is. Claiming it for our vassal. Let's just claim it for this dude. And in fighting him here, we might not be able to get to 100% war score, but we might be able to because the enemies are gonna... The other enemies, I should say, are gonna hold their holdings there. This is a clusterfuck. This is why I want to wipe them off the face of the... Well, at least off the British Isles. Because they're being real annoying right now. But I don't expect that one Yorvik troop is going to put up too much of a fight. So we're just going to seize these territories. Basically, this is a bit of a different war. If I win this war, I won't actually get Yorvik. In fact, Yorvik will then instead become one of my vassals' territories, which is fine. I don't want him to necessarily be a king, but, you know, whatever. I want Yorvik gone, even if it means that we actually take a bit of a hit ourselves. So the only major concerns for me remaining on this peninsula, it's not really a peninsula, this island here are Mercia and Wessex. These territories should be easy to go. Are these guys still kings? No, they're counts. Offer vassalization? No? I mean, I guess they do have a -100 opinion of me, which would explain maybe why they don't want to be vassals. But what if we have them killed? Let's try this. Let's be interesting here. I don't want to kill the King of Yorvik anymore. Let's disband that plot, actually. It might take me a while to start another plot then. No, that's okay. All right, so let's go to our count here, and I'll see if I can have him murdered. Choose a plot, have him murdered. We already have 22% plot power. I'm not sure if I've gone over intrigue yet, but basically the way that this works is I'm looking through here for people with a thumbs up. And if they have a thumbs up, they will likely join me in this plot. And if they do join me in the plot, I get their percentage added. Can I see? I get their percentage added to my own. So our goal is to get over 100 when the plot will likely come to fruition, but it's not looking like it's going to be too likely for us to do this in the future. I'm just doing this for fun, basically. This guy's got another 7%. Yeah, we're not even going to get close, but maybe we'll get close in a little more time. You know, people will think more fondly of us depending on how things go in the future. Anyway, we might as well send these 500 dudes up here to do this. Actually, what I want to do is just quickly look through. This is my little secret for improving plot power. Who has ambition to get married? Don Chad has ambition to get married, but he's got no plot power. This guy, okay. This guy's got 15% plot power. He wants to get married. Easiest thing in the world. Wait, how does he think of us? -65. That's real bad, actually. Let's arrange a marriage with just a random courtier. There you go. Oh, he's not interested. How about this lady? No? Alright, never mind. Turns out my trick doesn't really work at all. But that's okay. Let's just continue our sieges here. I'm not sure even what Mercia is doing, except being pains in the ass. I guess they are also taking this opportunity when Yorvik is kind of falling apart to snatch some territory for themselves. It matters not because it will become mine soon enough. But, you know, we've got some ugly borders in Sweden right now. That was just another son being born to me. We're sadly kind of having a lot of children. Uh-oh, we may have some civil war here. My liege, it is most unfortunate that you happen to hold a title that all agree should rightfully be mine in order to lift that dark cloud from our relations. May I suggest adjustment? Do I really want to lose the Jarldom of Dehubarth, or do I want to get involved in civil war? Civil war. I just gave this guy territory, so if he wants to go to civil war with me, that's fine. He's a newbie in my realm. I don't necessarily want to, you know, send the message that I'm just going to roll over and take it, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to see if I can educate my own son. I can indeed. We'll send that in. Fantastic. Again, I might not want to breed my sons as positively as I have been doing so far because it's going to create some problems for me down the line when it comes to succession. How old's our king getting? 61. He could die of old age at roughly any time. Remember, this is the year 904, so good. We got another 9% war score there. Who's sieging this now? Oh, okay, this guy wants to be our chancellor. Fuck that. I went through it and saw who was the best chancellor. We have a huge army of the Three Crowns here in Sweden. I really do not want to go to war with them, as you might imagine. They are fighting the Yorviks. Fine by me. We're up to 24% war score. I'm not sure why they're fighting, but it does really worry me because of... I'm just moving this out of the way. It worries me that they have 7,000 men on the land here. I don't know if I could match that, especially without having enough money to really hire a lot of mercenaries. Okay, so my son, Sigurthor, hardly eats anything for fear of turning fat. Do we want him to become temperate? Yeah, that temperate seems good. Extra stewardship. Fantastic. Yeah, okay. He could also 10% chance to become gluttonous. 50% chance. Oh, no. I want him to become temperate. The stewardship is actually pretty valuable. Because, again, that influences your domain size. And the higher your domain size is, the more likely you are to, I guess, do better. I guess so you make more money when your domain size is higher, at least. All right, we have a peasant revolt. I'm not happy about it, but I want to finish the siege against Yorvik first. Remember, we could also summon like 5,000 vassals. Seems like a smart idea to me. Why don't we, in fact, just summon these 3,000 vassals and disband all of these other units? That is the disband unit, is it not? Yes, this will save us a little bit of money. I don't want to accidentally disband like the big swell of troops that I have sieging Yorvik right now. But I do this, and the other good thing about this is that vassals will think more positively about me. God damn, this is a fertile concubine. I feel gross just saying that. Yeah, the vassals will be more pleased with me, or less annoyed with me at least, because I won't be like constantly drawing on their manpower to finish my own wars. So we should be able to take Yorvik here. And, you know, we might just leave them with this little bit of land, or we might finish them off. I don't know. We're coming kind of close to... Oh, we might lose this fight. That actually got pretty close there, but we managed to beat them. Oh, and we captured the leader of the peasant revolt, which means it's over instantaneously. Fantastic. Offer peace, enforce demands. That seems like a smart idea for me. Only 20 prestige, but, you know, still something, I suppose. Yorvik appears to be, like, independent over here, so I guess I would be remiss if I didn't at least give it the old college try here to get Yorvik. So let's raise all of our levies for the fleet, and we will send them all over here. I guess we'll send them over here, and we'll station troops in Kent. So we'll send our troops down here to Kent, and I don't want to... Oh, my wife is pregnant too. This dude is like 61 years old and he's still getting action enough time. This is scary, but also kind of okay, I guess. And I mean, it's sort of okay, but we do have a lot of young sons now, which scares the shit out of me. I really just don't want our king to die shortly. The lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall. Tearfully, she told me that my son Falky had insulted her again. But my dear lady, you are fat. What does honest give him? +3 diplomacy, -2 intrigue. I don't like that. Tell him that honesty has its bounds. He could become deceitful. He could become honest. And let's have him lose the honest trait. I like to focus on only positive traits whenever possible. We should merge all of these together. We probably can't fit all of our armies on them, but that's okay. We'll cover that in a brief second. If I could finally finish this war with Yorvik, I would be psyched. We've also gained a lot of territory over the course of this episode, which I'm pleased about. Scotland almost has the British Isles, at least. So new units, that's 775 men. Ooh, I don't know if we'll be able to fit 1,700 on the boats. Oh, we can. Okay, never mind then. Let's take our 1,700 men and we'll put them over in this territory here. And thankfully, they had men, I think, but they weren't actually able to attack me with them, which is kind of unusual, but that's okay. I think that might have just been men from West Francia. My lord, your chancellor, Mayor Ake of Mabel, has been trying to create unrest among the nobles in Acahanus and tried to encourage me to turn against my liege of whatever. He failed miserably, and I can assure you that a shameless act will not go without consequences. That's scary, except for the fact that this dude's in jail, so his threats fall upon deaf ears, even if he does have a porno stash. Now, this guy scares me a little bit, the Marshal of Denmark. His opinion has become negative of me. More incentive to... let's merge these guys. More incentive to wipe out Yorvik, I guess, because that is Denmark's ally in this region, and I would rather not give them an excuse to come in, or a reason to come in. Remember, we don't want to disband our troops in enemy territory, which is why I'm keeping these boats around so I can send my troops back. Although that won't be enemy territory if I have anything to say about it when the war actually ends, because that territory will belong to me. Now, this Yorvik province in West Francia, basically, or Lotharingia, I'm not sure what it normally belonged to. We've got religious tension in the territory that our court chaplain went to. I don't want this territory, to be quite honest with you. I'd be happy to use this in a peace deal to just give away to another territory. Or give away to another country, but again, well, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I took another holding here. So just what I want to do is knock out the rest of their army before they have a chance to win a siege, just because that'll put the war score back in their direction. And this will, like, completely neuter them. We're up to 68%. And with a couple of more successful sieges, I think the Principality of Yorvik will basically be wiped off the map, which is beautiful, because remember, a mere 38 years ago, it was Yorvik and I that started out. Humble beginnings. And now we are basically conquering them and wiping them off the face of the earth, which I'm happy about. But our king, death approaches. It's inevitable in Crusader Kings that at some point this leader will die. So I don't know. We'll see how things work out here. The succession crisis could tear my realm apart, at which point I may default to playing as another kingdom, just to show off a little bit more of the variety. Okay, so we can enforce the demands. We gain everything, I think. Or we just gained the one county, but we did take the petty kingdom of Yorvik, I think. Is that one of our titles here? Jesus, we have a lot. I can't tell. Anyway, okay, first things first. Before we end the episode, we have to send our troops back. So we should create new units here. 824, this is fine. You get on the boat, and then you go back into my territory, which is probably this one, if I was to go for the closest one. Now you go on the boats, and you go back into this. Oh, there's been a peasant revolt. Okay, maybe we'll handle the peasant revolt before we... Oh, wait. Before we move along here. There you go. You want to get off of there. Now we will disband the fleet, if I can. How's our intrigue going here? Oh, right. Our plot doesn't exist anymore because this guy is in prison? I can't tell. Maybe we can offer him vassalization. God, everyone is so pissed off at us just because I took over all of their land. I don't get it, man. So last things last, I suppose. We will merge all our troops in here, crush this peasant revolt, and then revel in the glorious bounty of Scotland that we have created here. Righteous imprisonment. Who is causing something? Is that not my concubine? Oh, she's my vassal. What is she doing? What's her plot? Let me see. Her plot is to fabricate a claim on the Jarldom of Strangfjordr. I don't know if that's correct. What does she rule? How did she must have been the heir to someone. What is our odds of imprisonment? 62%? I don't want to do it yet. Maybe I can just convince her to end her plot? Okay, good. People still generally seem to like me enough to, like, end their plots, or fear me enough. You know, who am I? Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Of course, this means that plots still could be going on behind my back, but I don't know. My liege, I've managed to sow distrust between Tolier of Opland and his liege, Jarl Haraldr I. Sure, you probably should not be doing that anymore. Maybe I will have you improve diplomatic relations with some of these dudes, so maybe they'll accept vassalization, and I'll be able to make them my vassals without actively going to war with them. So it's been a little bit slow going. Oh, man, he's afraid of the dark? What can we do here? I want to give him... I don't want to give him trusting. I don't want to give him craven. I want to give him diligent. Slothful. Let him handle it alone. Let's try it. He's trusting. That's not good. Okay, that's like an objective negative, so I'm not happy about that. Same time, we tried. You know, not every son, I guess, can be the king, so we'll see what happens. Someone is no longer marshal. He died a maimed cripple. Their words, not mine. And, you know, we could really use some fresh blood in the court because we are not necessarily rolling with the best or most high-quality court right now when it comes to people with good skills. In fact, we are actually lacking a great deal of people with high martial stewardship, diplomacy, and all of the other ones. Learning, I suppose, is the other big one. Anyway, we're just going to war with these dudes to knock them out of existence. Hopefully, because I didn't really use many of my vassals' troops there, my vassal levies are at least kind of okay, so if I end up having to go to war again quickly, I can call upon them. Ostensibly, my goal here is to unite the British Isles. We're very, very close. Lancaster has to be wiped out. Might as well just quickly see if they'll... Oh my god, this guy's going to accept vassalization! What a nice gentleman. Anyway, we should also negotiate this peace here. We have a 100% war score, so we can just... wow. This guy is hostile towards a lot of people. Enforce demands. Yes. Okay. So he's just going to accept vassalization. I wonder if we'll be able to create a title as a result of that. I kind of doubt it, but at the same time, it would be pretty awesome. Let's see if he accepts. Oh, he rejects my offer of vassalization. Excuse me, you said you were going to accept it. Oh, he's not at peace anymore. What the who's he at war with? What happened? That was going so well. Okay, but I believe Mercia is ruled by a king. Is she? Yeah, it's ruled by a king, so I can't offer vassalization. Oh, you can, because he's a petty king. I don't believe these guys would possibly accept it, but, you know, I guess we'll have to do things the hard way, unfortunately. I really thought that one of these guys might be okay with accepting vassalization. I wonder what we could do. Well, let me just look at this guy's heir. What's his opinion of me? -5. It's not great. How about his opinion of me? Well, -100. But what about his heir? -25. It's not great. I wonder if we could do some kind of sweet plot to execute one of these dudes. I mean, we have such low intrigue. Might as well give it a try, though. So let's see if we can execute this man in here. So we'll do a plot on him. We'll try to kill him. What is our base plot power? 1 second. Base plot power to try to kill him. 23? Doesn't seem that likely. We could try to bribe some people to get over on our side, but man, yeah, we don't have anything going on here. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We've made some progress here. I just want to, you know, before we finish here, let's quickly check up and see. I don't have a truce with these guys, so I can just conquer this easily. I don't have a truce with these guys, I think. Let's see. So I can conquer these guys easily. Beautiful. So that's what we're going to do in the next episode. We'll probably be able to create the Kingdom of Wales at the very least, and maybe move on and start making the Kingdom of England. But as always, thanks for your support on this series so far. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm definitely enjoying it, and I will see you guys next time.